he dismissed that as a motherly attempt to get something. His family. My father passed away in 2002 in Fairfax, Virginia. He was in the middle of the church, his body. And as we started the service and I sat next to my mom, all the children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren, there was a noise in the back. I turned around and the door opened and there was Marcus. At that time, he was no longer the ambassador. Things had turned differently for him, but he was still living in New York. He had taken the bus. He walked straight down the aisle. If you're late in a service, you sit in the back. Marcus didn't. He kept walking and walking and walking until he reached the aisle where my mother and the siblings were. He went in. He did not look for a vacant spot. He flopped himself between me and my mom. That's where Marcus belonged, next to my mother as a child of my parents. My dear friends, there might be things in your heart or in your congregation's heart that is keeping you from reaching. Don't be afraid. God can only move if we are open and honest and we confess, there is prejudice in my heart. My blood boils. My dear friends, God will transform you when you begin to move in that direction, just like He transformed my father. Scriptures convict us about this group of people in our midst. Statistics convince us. It's not one or two, they're millions. Stories compel us. We cannot do otherwise but love the foreigners in our midst. Let's pray. God of heaven, your heart is so big that you want us to reflect that big, huge heart of yours. I pray, Father, that out of this place, you will create a culture, a people who will be brave, adventurous, curious about those who are different from them. I pray that you will raise up a generation of congregations who will be engaging in reaching the foreigners and the immigrants and the international students and the refugees in their midst. Father, I pray that you will have mercy on us. Forgive our prejudices. Forgive our laziness. Forgive our indifference. And give us a new set of eyes that we will see the harassed and the helpless as truly the potential harvest for the kingdom.